igniting more another feud is your favorite, Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall.
Yeah.
We saw what I thought was actually a pretty comical part of the night was when Tony Schiavone came in and he's like, we have an in-ring debut, Brock Anderson. I thought he should have gone. He should have gone all kayfabe and been
he was trolling people.
Yeah,
now that would have been sweet.
Anderson.
He had people guessing on Twitter, like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. Tony definitely trolled people there a little bit, and this is I feel like another logical step in the Factory versus the Nightmare Family feud, because you think about what that is based off of, the disrespect that the Factory was getting, the disrespect that Cody was kind of feeling like everything was because of him, the star power of the family overshadowing the work that the that the Factory was putting in. Really like how that and QT came out and addressed that, bro. QT came out, he made sure that was the bones of his promo, was joking and ribbing about how the pyro and great, now another guy you're gonna bring in and just shove down our throats. I loved how QT was talking about, you're gonna bring him in from the rafters, where's the pyro, all this stuff, and again, it touches on just that feeling like the underdog. And that's why I love QT is, even though he's the bad guy, even though he's the heel, there is some logic to what he's saying. Like I love when our characters and the motivations they have is based in some sort of form of reality, when it makes sense, you can follow it. And if you're QT Marshall, I can understand feeling a little overlooked again, continuing to be brushed aside. The guy has been absolutely a killer performer this year. The character work that he's put in, the what's happening with the Factory, the stories that are getting built up with these guys, really love what they're doing. And this is another step where, okay, great, now another guy that Cody's favoring is going to get this big opportunity. So I really dig that they're not letting this feud die.
Yes, I agree. And what better way to hype up? I loved what QT say. First off, Rolex wearing, gold chain rocking, man. He's adding that, and another bowling shirt to his. It
was a beautiful bowling shirt.
Yes. It was a great one for sure. But I loved what QT had to say was, I want to whip your ass in front of a live crowd, like literally. And then so the South Beach strap match is set for July 7th. So I think I love these graphics and the colors, man. It's totally fits South Beach. But
Miami,
QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes in a South Beach strap match coming up, man. That's getting me hyped for sure. And I think you have to have QT come out on top on this really to get some momentum. I mean, he's got some momentum on his side. I mean, he pinned Cody according to him. And so to really push the Factory, like, the leader needs to come out on top in a South Beach strap match, and to have a stipulation like this, it can be done for sure.
Yeah, I think that you nailed it there, brother. I think when you talk about like the way that this feud was going, Bonds was so depressed post Double or Nothing, where it felt like he was like, the Factory, this group that we love, was going to get dropped. After losing clean to Cody with a go losing clean. There was some concern that this group was going to kind of lose its footing. This was a really great way to quickly come out and reestablish these guys aren't getting buried. There's a lot of potential, a lot of promise with that group, and this is a great way to kind of give QT that edge. To have we know that the history that Cody has with straps, with the MJF feud, like Cody will take a beating. He has no problem taking those lashings. So I think that if you lean into, again, I love that QT Soprano vibe, bro. You lean into QT. You lean into QT being that mob boss and just, just laying into a vicious beating on Cody. I can really dig that. And I think that there's a lot of that could then reignite this feud that much further. I think that would be that much more exciting going forward. I'm rooting for QT in that one.
Me too. I'm a huge Cody mark, but I'm definitely rooting for QT because I want to see his character develop into more and something that he deserves and something that he's been working hard to, and he's really been honing in on it. And I think he's doing a fantastic job, and I can't wait to chat with him one day about it because it is just all gold right there, just like the gold around his neck and his wrist last night.